WrestleMania 41 Night 2 on April 20th, 2025, at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, delivered a chaotic Sin City street fight between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, fueled by a year of bad blood. The second match of the night, following Sky's WWE Women's World title defense, saw both men unleash hell, proving their feud needed no rules to settle the score. McIntyre, channeling the Doomslayer with a gritty, Viking-inspired look, and Priest, ushered in by Slayer's Kerry King, dove into the violence headfirst, living up to the match's promise of raw destruction. Let's look at the recap. Number 1. Drew McIntyre injures Damian Priest. Right away, McIntyre grabbed a chair, setting the tone for a weapon-filled brawl. He even paused to snap a mocking selfie with a fan's phone, while Priest reeled from an attack. Priest fought back, eating a Claymore kick, but refusing to stay down. The war raged on with neither man giving in. Priest set up a table in the ring and slammed McIntyre through it with a razor's edge, only for a near fall. McIntyre answered by planting Priest with a future shock DDT on the steel ring steps, but Priest kicked out again. A heated slapping match turned into a full-on fist fight, showing their relentless grit. The turning point came when Priest climbed the ropes for an old-school move, but McIntyre shoved him off, sending him crashing through 2 tables at ringside. Seizing the moment, McIntyre propped Priest's head against a chair and blasted him with a final Claymore kick to score the pin. This was a huge win for McIntyre, who got revenge for Priest's Money in the Bank cash-in at WrestleMania 40 that stole his World Heavyweight title. "I can't breathe. I need medical help," Priest said, but the victory came with a cost for Priest. Right after the match, he was seen struggling and told the referee he couldn't breathe, as noted by Michael Cole on commentary. Medical staff rushed to help, raising concerns about his condition. The extent of Priest's injury is still unclear, but posts on X echoed worry, with some fans noting he seemed hurt after the table spot, possibly rushing the finish. This brutal fight capped their heated rivalry, but at what price for Priest? The WWE Universe awaits updates, hoping for his speedy recovery after this scary moment. Number 2. Becky Lynch Returns. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez put their WWE Women's Tag Team titles on the line against Lyra Valkyria and a mystery partner. Bayley was supposed to team with Lyra, but a backstage attack during the countdown show sidelined her, leaving everyone guessing who'd step up. The last-minute switch threw a curveball into the championship match, with Lyra's partner listed as TBA right up to the bell. Then, in a moment that rocked Allegiant Stadium, Becky Lynch strutted out to join Lyra, stunning Liv Morgan and the crowd. Lynch, absent since her last WWE match on May 27, 2024, when she lost to Morgan in a steel cage match for the Women's World title on Raw in Savannah, Georgia, returned with fire. The Las Vegas fans erupted as the man hit the ring, ready to shake up the division. The match was a high-octane clash, with both teams trading big moves. In the end, Lynch sealed it, planting Morgan with a manhandle slam to win the titles. Lyra, already the Women's Intercontinental Champion, became a double champ, and she and Lynch celebrated as the new tag team kings. The women's tag division just got a major jolt with Lynch's return and this upset victory. Eyes are already on their next challenge, as NXT's Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan are set to face them for the titles next week. What's next for Lynch and Lyra, and can they keep the gold? The WWE Universe can't wait to find out. Becky Lynch breaks silence after her shocking WrestleMania 41 return. She's finally breaking her silence after a jaw-dropping return. Bayley's last-minute injury from a backstage attack scrapped her planned tag team title match with Lyra Valkyria, leaving everyone curious about who'd replace her. The answer came when Lynch's music hit at Allegiant Stadium, sending the Las Vegas crowd into a frenzy. The man didn't just make an entrance, she made history. Teaming with Lyra, Lynch took down Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, nailing Morgan with a manhandle slam to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. The victory added another belt to Lynch's collection and made Lyra, already the Women's Intercontinental Champion, a double title holder. Right after the match, Lynch took to Instagram, sharing a photo of herself in fierce black leather gear, her jacket screaming, "Back in business." The man has once again come around. WrestleMania. Her caption, posted backstage at Allegiant Stadium, sent a clear message: the man is back and ready to dominate. The women's tag division is already heating up, with Lynch and Lyra set to defend their titles on NXT next week. Lynch's return has lit a fire under the division, and the WWE Universe is eager to see if she and Lyra can keep their reign going strong. What's next for this powerhouse duo? Number 3. Steve Austin confirms WrestleMania 41 Night 2 attendance. WrestleMania 41 Night 1 on April 19, 2025, packed Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas with 61,467 fans, as Shawn Michaels hyped the sold-out crowd to a roaring cheer. Night 2 on April 20th kept the fire burning, cramming the venue again for the final showdown. Right before the main event, the sound of shattering glass hit, and Stone Cold Steve Austin roared in on his four-wheeler, ready to drop a big number. The Texas Rattlesnake soaked in the hell yeahs from the hyped-up crowd, who were loving every second of the show. Then, Austin revealed that Night 2's attendance was 63,223, cracking a joke that it looked like way more folks were there. He playfully started counting heads one by one before tossing his hands up and giving up. That brought the two-night total to a massive 124,693, making WrestleMania 41 a huge hit. WrestleMania 41 delivered a knockout weekend, drawing a sea of WWE fans. The energy in Las Vegas was off the charts, but what's next for the biggest show in wrestling? How do you think this crowd size stacks up? Number 4. Logan Paul beats AJ Styles. Logan Paul and AJ Styles locked horns on Night 2, following weeks of heated trash talk. Paul had been poking at Styles since the Royal Rumble, where he eliminated him, and Styles fired back, ready to prove himself on the biggest stage. The matchup, coming right after Hendry answered Randy Orton's open challenge, pitted the Mavericks' flashy antics against the Phenomenal One's veteran grit, promising a high-octane clash at Allegiant Stadium. The bell rang, and Styles took charge early, tossing Paul outside and making him eat barricade shots. Paul fought back, slamming Styles into the barricade and pounding his head for good measure. The Maverick kept the pressure on, wearing Styles down with big moves like a buckshot lariat, but Styles refused to stay pinned, kicking out every time. Styles rallied, landing a near fall that had the crowd roaring. Paul dodged a high-risk dive from Styles, getting his knees up, then cheekily hit a Styles clash, only for Styles to flip it and nail his own Styles clash, leaving both men floored. One of Logan Paul's entourage members showed up at ringside, and he had brass knuckles, however. Karrion Kross stopped him. AJ Styles sent the entourage member into the barricade, and then Kross told AJ to put on the brass knuckles, but he didn't. AJ threw the knuckles down instead and laid him out with a right hand. Chaos erupted when Paul's buddy, Jeffrey Levin, tried sneaking brass knuckles to him. Karrion Kross stepped in, snatching the knuckles and urging Styles to use them. True to his code, Styles tossed the weapon aside and clocked Kross with a right hand. That split-second choice cost him. Styles set up for the phenomenal forearm, but Paul dodged, countered, and slammed him with the pulverizer for the pin, earning his first WrestleMania singles win. Paul's performance was a mix of slick athleticism and cunning, stealing the show with viral moments like his drone-led entrance and trading Styles clashes. Styles brought his A-game, but Paul's quick thinking and ruthless edge sealed the upset. What do you think of Paul's big Mania moment? Is he proving he belongs, or did Styles deserve the win? Number 5. Hendry's WWE WrestleMania match was kept a secret until the last minute. Hendry's appearance at WrestleMania 41 Night 2 was a closely guarded secret that caught even insiders off guard. According to Fightful Select, Hendry, still under contract with TNA, was a last-minute addition to face Randy Orton, and most of TNA's roster didn't know until the day before. A lot of people in TNA say they found out about the match yesterday, the report noted, adding that WWE had already approached Hendry by the time of Kevin Owens' injury announcement. Kevin Owens, originally slated to battle Orton, was sidelined by a serious neck injury requiring surgery, announced on the April 18th SmackDown. With Orton marking his 20th WrestleMania demanding a fight, WWE needed a replacement fast. They kept their cards close, picking Hendry as the surprise opponent in a move that shocked the wrestling world. Rocking a custom WrestleMania t-shirt, Hendry walked out to a roaring Allegiant Stadium crowd in Las Vegas, his infectious energy lighting up the arena. The match was short but packed with fire, with Orton winning via RKO in under 10 minutes. In a classy move, Orton raised Hendry's hand post-match, only to sneak in one final RKO, sending the crowd wild. This unexpected TNA WWE crossover stole the show, leaving everyone wondering if it's a one-time thrill or a sign of bigger things between the two companies. Hendry's big moment put him on the map. Could more TNA stars cross over, or was this a one-night spectacle? Number 6. WWE Money in the Bank, 2025 date, location and venue revealed. WWE dropped a huge bombshell during WrestleMania 41 weekend, confirming that Money in the Bank 2025 will hit Los Angeles on June 7th at the Intuit Dome. This high-stakes premium live event is returning to the same venue that kicked off Raw's Netflix era in January 2025, proving it's a hotspot for wrestling action. But the day's getting even wilder. NXT and AAA, Worlds Collide will go down that afternoon at the Kia Forum in the same city, making June 7th a double dose of can't-miss WWE chaos for West Coast fans. The Intuit Dome, home to the LA Clippers, is primed to host the iconic Money in the Bank ladder matches, where superstars risk it all to grab briefcases that guarantee a future world title shot. With a capacity of 18,000 and cutting-edge tech, the arena's ready for jaw-dropping stunts and game-changing moments. The Worlds Collide event, featuring NXT and ADA stars, adds a global twist to the day, setting up a wrestling marathon that could redefine big event weekends. Is WWE overloading one day with two massive shows, or is this the new blueprint for epic wrestling takeovers? Number 7. Dominic Mysterio steals the win. The Intercontinental Championship was up for grabs on Night 2 in a chaotic four-way match at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Bron Breakker defended his title against Dominik Mysterio, Penta El Zero Miedo, and Finn Balor in the third match of the night, right after Drew McIntyre brutalized Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. The action exploded from the start, with Dominik dodging Breakker's early charge, setting the stage for a wild brawl. Penta kicked things off with a high-flying dive, crashing onto everyone outside, but Breakker quickly shut him down, flexing his power with a double German suplex on Penta and Balor. The champ's momentum hit a snag when he smashed his shoulder into the ring post, giving Dominik a chance to stomp on both Penta and Breakker. Dirty Dom kept the heat on, hitting two of Eddie Guerrero's Three Amigos suplexes on Penta before Balor jumped in to help with the third, a slick nod to their Judgment Day teamwork. One of Dominik Mysterio was able to nail a frog splash at the right moment. He was able to steal a pinfall and celebrate in Las Vegas as the new IC champion. In the clutch, Dominik struck like a thief, landing a perfect frog splash while Breakker and Balor were down. He sneaked in for the pin, shocking the crowd as he swiped the Intercontinental Championship. Dom's crafty win, celebrating with his signature smirk, marked his first singles title reign, shaking up the IC title scene. Is WWE's booking pushing Dominik as the ultimate opportunist, or should Breakker have held on to the gold longer? What's your take on this title switch? Next up, number 8. John Cena wins his 17th world title at WrestleMania 41 with help from Travis Scott. John Cena shocked the world at WrestleMania 41 Night 2, winning his record-breaking 17th world title by defeating Cody Rhodes in Las Vegas, but not without a sneaky assist from Travis Scott. Fresh off his heel turn at Elimination Chamber 2025, influenced by The Rock, Cena rolled into Allegiant Stadium on his farewell tour with one goal: the undisputed WWE Championship. The main event, following Steve Austin's two-night attendance announcement, had a big fight vibe, thanks to Alicia Taylor's electric ring introductions. Cena kept his entrance plain, while Rhodes roared in with a motocross-themed spectacle, bikes tearing up the ramp. A sign in the crowd read, "If Cena wins, we riot," echoing fan unrest seen before. The match started slow, with Cena milking every move to rile up the booing Las Vegas crowd. He took charge, stalking Rhodes and hammering him at every turn, unloading his 5 moves of doom with extra swagger. Rhodes fought back, landing a punch and a disaster kick to block the 5-knuckle shuffle, then hitting a Cody cutter for a near fall. Cena countered with an attitude adjustment, but Rhodes kicked out at 2. The pace picked up, but Cena shut down Rhodes' rallies, even hitting a second rope AA for another close call. Rhodes answered with a Cody cutter, only for Cena to reverse across Rhodes into an STFU. Rhodes broke free, and the match spiraled into chaos when Rhodes nailed across Rhodes, but the referee was down after a bump. With no one to count, Cena ripped the padding off a turnbuckle, smashing Rhodes' head into it twice before landing a 4th AA. Rhodes somehow kicked out again. One of Travis Scott made his way out as John Cena started laughing. Scott had his WWE Hardcore title with him, and he stood on the apron as Cena got Cody. Travis avoided a shot from Cody as he hit another crossroads, but Scott pulled him out of the ring. Then Travis Scott, clutching his WWE Hardcore title, strutted to ringside, grinning with Cena. Rhodes caught Scott with a crossroads outside, but as he turned, Cena was ready with the championship belt. Rhodes grabbed it but refused to swing, staying true to his code. Cena capitalized, hitting a low blow, then smashing Rhodes with the title. The referee slid back in just in time to count the pin, crowning Cena the new champ and setting a historic 17th world title record. This main event capped what might be the biggest WrestleMania ever, with Cena's heel tactics and Scott's interference stealing the show. The fallout on Raw or SmackDown is sure to be wild. Will Rhodes demand a rematch, or is Cena's villainous reign just beginning? What do you think of Cena's booking on his retirement run? During the WrestleMania 41 post-show, John Cena broke his silence by greeting the media, calling himself the last real champion. The Cenation leader also mentioned that he was grateful to the journalists who cover Stamford-based promotions news and participate in the company's growth, revealing that he was open to all questions from the media. Good evening. Part of my role as the last real champion is to to develop a better relationship with the media and the journalists that cover this company, and I'm grateful for their participation. So tonight, I will field all questions. What do we have? He asked. Fans might remember that on a recent episode of WWE Raw, John Cena said he would win the title at the Show of Shows and retire with it. This might lead to fans questioning if he retired early after winning his 17th World Championship in Las Vegas. While he didn't celebrate much after the victory, he hasn't retired from in-ring competition yet. The Rock lied. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was expected to make a big splash during the WrestleMania 41 Night 2 main event on April 20th, 2025 in Las Vegas, but he left fans high and dry. John Cena beat Cody Rhodes to claim the undisputed WWE Championship with a quick distraction from Travis Scott tipping the scales. The match, already criticized for lackluster action, desperately needed a jolt, and many hoped The Rock would deliver. After all, he'd been tied to Cena's heel turn at Elimination Chamber 2025, where he orchestrated a beatdown on Rhodes, but the final boss was nowhere to be seen at Allegiant Stadium, going against his own words from months earlier. Back in October 2024, Wrestling Observer Radio's Dave Meltzer reported that The Rock wouldn't be at WrestleMania due to other commitments. The Rock shot back on Instagram telling a fan, "Don't believe any of that bullshit," hinting he'd show up. Over the next few weeks, he doubled down, dropping more clues that he'd grace the Show of Shows. With Cena's storyline tied to him and the match needing a spark, his presence seemed like a sure thing, yet he didn't appear, leaving the WWE Universe frustrated and let down. The big question is why The Rock skipped out. No official reason has surfaced, but his busy Hollywood schedule is the likely culprit. Reports from early 2025 mentioned he was filming the live-action Moana sequel set for release in July 2026, with shooting possibly overlapping with WrestleMania's April dates. As a TKO Board of Directors member, his absence is even more surprising, especially after he hyped fans up. The lack of the final boss made Cena's title win feel flat for some, despite the historic 17th championship. Don't believe any of that bullshit. With Cena now champ and headed to WWE Backlash 2025, all eyes are on whether The Rock will pop up on Raw or SmackDown to back his ally or stir the pot. His no-show has everyone talking, but will he step back into the ring to celebrate Cena's victory or set up something bigger? The WWE Universe is waiting to see what's next for both the franchise player and the final boss. What do you think about The Rock's absence? Did it hurt the main event, or is WWE building to something even crazier?